Welcome to another MazPlay video. This is MazMojito, and today we're going to be getting into a dungeon crawler third-person adventure game. And this is going to be the pilot episode. We're playing Dungeons of Sundaria. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're jumping right in here. Now, you got your character customization screen. Looks very much like World of Warcraft with your different classes. You can choose whether you're doing a human, dwarf, elf, halfling, or goblin, or troll. So I'm going to go ahead and probably go with I might start off with a champion just to kind of keep it easier. I do prefer kind of a magic user ranged attack. But yeah, let me go through and just look at the different options here before I lock in and decide what I'm going to play with. And then go ahead and get that character customized to meet my kind of like standards, you know, of what I like to play with. And then we'll press on from there. All right, so we decided upon a character. We're gonna go with this this scheme here, a champion, and let me go ahead and give him my typical name, and let's get started. All right, so this kind of gives me some Heroes of Might and Magic vibes, where you have like the town square and you have the different buildings. You highlight over it, you click on a building, you go inside and talk to whoever's in the occupants. So we're going to start off here with the inn, meet the characters here, see if there's any side quests or main quests that they want to give us, and then just kind of keep pressing from there.
You can handle yourself in a tricky situation. Looking for a group of adventurers? I only speak to group leaders. Farewell.
All right, looks like that's all they had to say in the end. Just a quick glimpse. Looks like there's some other buildings here. We got a blacksmith. Let's see what he has. All right, so I just completed his quest. I guess the innkeeper sent me over to talk to him. So we finished up with him, and let's see what else he has for us as far as side quests.
Perhaps you should kill a few rats first. No, then make yourself useful. I only speak to group leaders. I hear you want adventure. fame and fortune.
What do you want? Farewell.
Yes.
Alright, so that wraps it up for the blacksmith. Looks like for a bit of coin we can change up our color standard too. So I may eventually go back to the green and black standard I like to use. So over to the guardhouse now. Let's see what this guy has for us.
Plenty that want you in their crew. Name your difficulty. Keep them coming. At this rate, we'll be able to buy our own kingdom. Name your difficulty. Farewell.
Okay, so all done with the guardhouse. Now we're going to take a look at what's in the ivory tower. We got Master Alchemist here.
What do you want? Looking for a group of adventurers? How big of a dungeon are you up for?
Alright, so all done with this guy. Let's back out here, look at the main square. We got a hovel here off to the left of the tower. Let's see what this guy has to say.
I only speak to group leaders. Finally, a legendary group that can make me rich.
Alright, all done with him. Looks like we completed a quest for this guy who sent us to the hovel. So at least he's happy.
Do you want adventure, fame, and fortune? How big of a dungeon are you up for?
Alright, all done with him. Looks like the only building left to look at is the bank. And this looks like your typical personal inventory. Probably can put some stuff in there and buy some slots. So very typical for a game. We got a master. What is this, like a guild hall? This must be like a trainer room where you have the different classes here, and these are the people you talk to unlock the new skills. Kind of like World of Warcraft, where you have class trainers.
How can I help?
So who's the champion trainer?
Hello.
This guy must be the champion trainer because he's the only one that's giving me quests.
Difficulty. Never heard of you. Farewell.
Alright, so that was the guild house at the top of the hill. This is the big map here. So now we get to choose what dungeon we want to start off with. Obviously, we have the town. We got a crypt of horrors. You got normal, hard, and nightmare levels. We're going to go ahead and start off with normal. Here we go. Nice little third-person view here. So good news for those who get motion sickness. This should not be a problem for you to play since you're not looking through the person's eyes. So we'll go ahead and explore this cemetery, see if we can find the entrance down into the actual dungeon, and then do some dungeon climbing and some looting. Got your typical bandits here, so we'll get some practice on these guys. There we go. Very nice. And I am playing with a controller. You can play with the keyboard and mouse, but I just prefer to play these kind of games with a controller. So you will see the buttons come up. The typical buttons that will come up will be for an Xbox controller because that seems to be mainly what Steam recognizes for a majority of the games, but I am playing on a PlayStation 5 controller. So let's see what's breakable. Got a couple more rogues here we can practice. Combat is pretty smooth. It's not that bad. Alright. Hack and slash loot type system. I like it. So eventually my guy should look totally different from how he looks now in his starter armor. Eventually I'll probably be unlocking some way better gear. Probably looks a lot cooler than this. Okay. There's a bunch of rogues in here, so. Nice. Okay. There we go. yeah, I really like the combat. The combat's really smooth, pretty easy. You know, especially with a controller. I don't know how this would play with mouse and keyboard. It's probably going to be a little wonky, but if you're used to controller play, this might be pretty fun. You know, for hack and slash, if you're used to mouse and keyboard play, this may play similar to a World of Warcraft or Elder Scrolls or something like that when it comes to the combat. And of course, it seems like majority of items here are breakable, so you're going to be seeing me smashing pretty much anything that's smashable just so I can get the loot out of it. Alright, let's dive a little deeper here into the dungeon. One thing I'm happy they did do is things that are lootable, especially like those caskets. They're glowing a bit, and even when you break some of these breakable objects, the loot items actually have a nice glow to them, saying you can interact with them. Even some of the levers here, you notice when I got real close to one of the torches, it wasn't really a torch, it was a secret lever. So and I like the fact that the mini map is in the upper right corner and kind of draws in as you clear certain areas. So not sure what that lever opened up, but here we go. These doors were locked, sealed tight, I believe. So we can kind of just follow the map. The map doesn't like really operate on kind of a fog of war type system, I notice. It seems to be just, you know, just shows you all the different routes you can go, which I guess is good if you have some secret rooms that you probably missed, but you can obviously see it on the map. These magic users, I mean, they have some really cool spells, but they go down pretty quick, so you just gotta hurry up and push through. Keep that shield up and ready if you're playing as a champion. It's kind of like why I like playing as a magic user. I can just stay at range, or even as a rogue or anything else that shoots from far away. This probably would be pretty cool to play co-op with, especially if somebody's playing ranged and the other, or a healer class, and probably can get pretty far in a dungeon. Alright, looks like nothing is left in this room but a bunch of breakable objects. So we will go about, looks like a barracks or something. we'll go about smashing as much as we can, see if there's any loot, see if there's any hidden levers in here too that's gonna open up something for us, and then go from there. I do see a lever in the down position. There we go. And oh, so you can actually kind of see some light coming out through the cracks of the brick. So some of these walls can actually be smashed with your weapon, so that's a good thing. And here we got 2 sarcophaguses, some hidden loot there. Now, if you don't see anything pop up on the screen, it's popping up in the bottom left, which is kind of like your chat dialogue area, / also kind of giving you an idea what kind of loot you're picking up as you find it. And it looks like it has a typical color scheme for most games, white being basic, green being a little better than basic, blue being better than green, and so forth. Probably purple in there, and probably an orange or a gold for legendary. So that's good to know if you're into these kind of games. All right, this is a new area, so we're gonna have to. So this must be a boss, because as you can see, there's like a little smoky area in the back, so I can't leave until I actually clear this guy. So hopefully we don't die, but maybe we'll just go ahead and see if we can take this guy out without dying. Houndmaster Lane is his name. Kind of reminds me of the old school World of Warcraft, the Release the Hounds guy, or in the in the Scarlet Monastery with the red color and everything. So I don't know if that's in the new WoW, but I know classic WoW had the Scarlet Monastery. Maybe as you're playing with the Death Knight, you'll see the Scarlet Monastery. There we go. And he's down. He has a couple wild dogs here that killed me. Wow, I was not paying attention to my health. That's on me. But at least I took the boss out, so all is good. Let's get some loot, take out the remaining hounds, and we'll keep it moving. All right, so to the victor goes the spoils. Ooh, we got a nice helmet, rare essence, and we got some dark moon bars there to improve our weapons and armor with the blacksmith. So we will continue on with our dungeon exploration. All right, so we've been going through this dungeon for quite a bit now. It's a pretty massive dungeon. I haven't even explored the whole thing yet. There's probably some kind of other end boss, just like we had to deal with the Houndmaster there. It's probably more than one dungeon boss, but you know, that's gonna mean even better loot options that we're gonna get. So looks like we're gonna have to backtrack and look at any other rooms that I may have missed loot wise, but I think from what you've seen in the video, you kind of get the gist of the game. It is a straight up dungeon crawler loot system. Luckily it's third person, so it's a lot easier to play for everyone, not just people that like first person games. So I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and put a bookmark in the video, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna keep pressing through this dungeon, and I'd like to see some other dungeons as well as we play this game. So hopefully you are enjoying this video on this game, and as usual, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps out the channel, and we will see you in the next video.